AAW event here. A man who's been here that long, a true pillar of professional wrestling.
The very first AAW championship.
Yeah. Obviously love the gear tonight. Well branded.
That throwback gear, paying homage to both the new logo, the old logo, the current champion.
If you're just joining this whole AAW train for the first time, there are over 20 years of events, 20 years of on-demand content. You can enjoy the biggest names that you've seen on international television from Monday night to Wednesday night to Friday night. You know what I'm saying, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know, Seth Rollins, I've heard of him.
Yeah, you heard of that guy?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, well, we had him when he was Tyler Black. All those classics right now in the back catalog right here on AAW Pro Wrestling on YouTube.
That Barbed Wire Massacre. Woo! Still available.
Still out there?
But speaking of Barbed Wire Massacres, a man no stranger to a Barbed Wire Massacre himself, Robert Anthony, the current AAW Heritage Champion, an athlete who has made it his absolute determination, his absolute, destiny, whatever you want to call it. I want to be the winningest, the fightingest. I want to be the best Heritage Champion this company has ever had.
Age is not a metric that applies to one Mr. Robert Ego Anthony at all. Now you're getting there with Tupu though. This is a guy who's been coming up the ranks. You come out there, you're real flashy, you're spraying money all over the place. At some point you gotta back that up and win and get a win, not just a win on anybody, a win on a name. Beat a name. You heard that from young wrestlers all the time. When did you beat a name in the business?
Oh, clothesline ducked. Tupu takes him off his feet, shoulder tackle, but it's not only, beating a name, but it's winning championships. It's collecting accolades. For Sullivan Tupu, this is the opportunity to really set himself away from the pack. And not only get a rare victory over a man like Robert Anthony, but to defeat him for that Heritage Championship that he covets so much would mean so much. And I spoke with Sullivan Tupu earlier today, and he had very, very few words to say. He was very just cool, calm, collected, ready for this contest.
That's not like him at all.
All he said is, I got 6 letters, I got 2 words, and new.
Ooh. Big stuff there.
Now it's Robert Anthony. Oh, caught Samoan drop. Anthony charges in, gets put down center of the ring. And Robert Anthony, he's been defending this championship, since defeating Joe Alonzo. He defeated Rafael Quintero, defeated Karam, Zeke the Freak, whatever you want to call him. Tupu obviously has his issues with Zeke the Freak.
But you look at this, Robert Ego Anthony, smart, get out of the ring, catch your breath.
Oh, Robert Anthony has that, just that veteran mindship, that veteran mentality to know how to buy time when it's absolutely necessary.
Here comes Tupu, big train hauling.
Oh, and now Robert Anthony gets clotheslined up and over the guardrails. Sweet Uncle T.
Uh-oh, this one's not going to be refined to the ring space here.
Going over the guardrails now. Now takes a seat with the fan. Oh, but he gets a chop for his troubles.
The ref is giving them a little bit of leniency here. He's not heavy on the count at all, from what I can tell.
Referee Brian Allen just, letting these two go at it.
Your front row seat, you're getting a lot more of it than you expected.
Oh, Ego and Tupu trading shots on the far side of the Berwyn Eagles Club.
Laying hits on each other like they're at the last night in the Gale Street Inn with those chops, baby.
Oh, and Tupu fires off a headbutt.
Oh. I've been told a Polynesian man gives you a headbutt, you're going to feel it for a couple weeks. Oh! Giving that young fan a lot more for his ticket, huh?
Stiff. Kid's a shooter.
Yeah. Uh-oh, one more.
Oh! The palm of that kid's hand colliding with the sternum of Robert Anthony, and Tupu's in firm control of this contest.
A nippling strike if I've ever seen one. a nippling strike if I've ever seen one, Tyler.
Oh, God, that Tupu heads back into the ring. What the hell does he have in mind here?
You better get those fans out of that front row right now. This one could get real dangerous, real
God!
fast.
Keep your eyes on Uncle T! Oh, Robert Anthony cuts
off at the pass.
Off at the pass. That could have been dangerous for all parties involved.
Absolutely.
Oh, and now Tupu, Hangman DDT puts the Heritage Champ down.
Ego's in a bad way right now, in a real bad way.
And now Tupu, look at the charge in. Catches him with a drop kick, puts him down. Now builds up some steam. Runs right into Robert Anthony.
I'm telling you though, everything he's doing doesn't feel like offense, feels like defense. Trying to get his win back here. He took a couple really big shots out there outside the ring. You see him teasing that elbow. He got racked over that ring rail, and he hasn't been right ever since. Let's see if we can get back on track here.
Oh, and a spinal check from Robert Anthony.
Now you're seeing that meanness come back in here.
And a scoop slam puts him down. But Tupu able to kick out.
This match catching the attention of the locker room. A lot of people coming out behind us here in the commentary position watching this one.
Well, when Robert Anthony comes out and says, you know, the locker room's on notice, you want this Heritage Championship, come take it. That's going to upset some people. That's going to make them, you know, want to feel some type of way.
But now it's put up and shut up. You know, I mean, you can talk all that game, but now, you know, Ego, even at your time, you can't say it and not do it, and do it and do it and do it over again.
And one thing he's been proven is he's doing it well.
Absolutely, still to come tonight, that very consequential main event. Joe Alonzo versus Chuck Smooth. Chuck getting in the ring for the first time in many, many years, but the consequences quite big. His son could have his head shaved tonight. And obviously, if Joe's on the losing end, he's out of AAW forever. Very consequential match still to come tonight on this broadcast.
You know, and we're in the middle of, you know, one championship contest right now. We still have 2 more championship matches to go here at Crush and Destroy. Tag team title's going to be on the line. The new boys, the new men in town, Aaron Roberts and Joey Avalon challenging the Hellhounds for those AAW tag team titles. And of course, Laney Luck challenges Maggie Lee for the Women's Championship. But right now, Robert Anthony has Solomon Tupu right where he wants him. He has changed the tide of this contest. Robert Anthony, you know, this is a little different.
Very different.
Usually not fazed by the fans here in Berlin. Turns him inside out, Falcon Arrow, but not able to capitalize.
Maybe Uncle T popped a couple 20s to some people in the crowd to get some support here, and they already spent it at the bar.
Well, you know, the one place inflation hasn't hit, the Berwyn Eagles Club.
Absolutely. The drinks are cheap and the drinks are cold.
Yeah. They still got that margarita machine.
Join us once again here at the Berwyn Eagles Club on August 9th. Tickets available online. Just simply Google AAW Pro. It'll pop up right there.
And while you do that, all of our social media is right there. Our YouTube, our X, our Instagram, our Facebook.
We got a MySpace? We got a MySpace? We do.
Go ahead and click like, click subscribe, click follow.
There you go. Put us in the top 8.
And use that hashtag AAW Destroy when discussing the action. Who's coming out Heritage Champion? Is it going to be and still, or is it going to be and new? Right now, it's about 50-50 for me, Kev.
Absolutely. The brawling outside the ring and the blows that they took each other on that ring railing, I think have really caught up with both of them, and they're still feeling it from this regard. I'm telling you, I haven't seen Ego on the advance on much of this match. He's done a couple of scoop slams, some hard hits here and there, but it's really been all Tupu on this one.
Oh, short arm reversal there. Oh, boots him in the gut. And Robert Anthony firing off some heavy shots.
I'm going to take that back right now.
You know, and they spoke about it in their pre-match words. There's going to be no hard feelings after the bell rings. Still going to go to the casino with one another.
You can save the good times for Bally's, all right? The bell still hasn't rung on the back end of this one.
Oh, Tupu goes up and over, and now builds up a full head of steam. Hesitation drop kick, puts him down, and now Tupu charges in. Cannonball senton to the Heritage Champ. Going for the quick cover, hooks the leg, and
I saw Robert Ego in that corner, and it looked like no one was home after that big splash.
That's veteran mindset. That's championship instincts kicking in.
Absolutely instinctual. That was not like that was just, I got to do this if I'm still sort of here. As I was telling you, I think Tupu has his number right now. I could be wrong, but the veteran he's not on the ropes, he's on the mat. He hasn't moved since kicking out of that. Ooh.
And Tupu throwing some shade at the Heritage Champion. Sizing him up. Tupu looking for that Uranagi. Oh, Robert Anthony battling out. Repeated elbow strikes. Stuns him. Oh, somehow gets him on the shoulders. Look at Ego Driver 74. There's a line, gets caught. Uranagi, no, rolls through. What a counter. But not able to counter that one. The champ goes down, and a senton puts him into the mat. Tupu.
Should have hooked that leg.
You know,
should have hooked that leg. He did all that effort and just didn't close it up and tie the knot at the end.
But you could tell he wanted to.
Yeah.
That just goes to show the fatigue that is setting in.
One chant there of "You can do it." Can Tupu do it?
It's Tupu heading up to that high rent district. You can't take too much time though. You have Robert Anthony in a precarious position, a prone position, a disadvantageous position, somewhere he's not used to being.
Here goes Ego springing to his feet.
Oh, and a hellacious slap stuns him. Robert Anthony heads up the buckles.
That's a whole lot of beef up there on the top rope.
Superplex off the top. Anthony rolls over, hooks the leg, and still the contest continues.
As I was saying earlier, I do think most of this match has been Tupu, but now you can see the frustration settling in on Ego. The veteran mindset, the instinctual kick out. All right, I got it on the top rope. Superplex. Things you know you're supposed to do as a pro wrestler based on where you can position someone else. But is this frustration getting too much to Robert Ego as he rolls out of the ring here? What mindset is he going to right now?
He's got to collect himself. He's got to, remember, he's the champion. You have to beat me.
But you see the split here in this crowd really starting to aggravate Ego as he throws that belt into the ring, the Heritage Championship now.
Robert Anthony looks like he's going to resort to some old tricks, some old habits. When he won that Heritage title, you see him, he turns over a new leaf in his career. He stops taking the shortcuts. Oh! Tupu schoolboy from behind! Oh, Robert Anthony kicking out, eats a spin kick, and a curb stop from the challenger, puts him down.
Is Tupu going to do it?
Tupu heads up top, scales the buckles, no, body home. And now Robert Anthony onto the shoulders goes. 74 from the challenger.
He used his own move on him.
Foot on the ropes, ring awareness. Foot on the ropes, ring awareness.
Ring awareness, but that may be the one time that a deep cover plays against the man making that cover. He cinches up the legs so far that Robert Anthony's able to hook that rope.
The pinfall he was supposed to do earlier. Yeah, if he would have hooked the leg earlier, is the pinfall that cost him it. He didn't even mean to put that rope near the. I don't even know if Ego knew where his foot was when he did that. This is a split crowd here in Berwyn. You pay your money, you pick your favorites.
And now Tupu realizing I have Robert Anthony in a position I don't think I've ever seen him in AAW.
He was desperate, nearly used that championship to clock him in the head. Didn't happen. We have a sound referee there, Mr. Allen, to be able to break that up. They're going into deep water here. I did not expect this.
Somehow.
Oh, no.
No way. No. Ego driver 74 into these brand new floors in the Berwyn Eagles Club.
Oh, look at that vinyl flooring. No mats outside the ring. Unforgiving union craftsmanship there on the floor of the Berwyn Eagles Club.
Oh no, Kevin, I don't know if you saw this or not, but our referee was signaling for some help from the back.
This doesn't look good.
Both champion and challenger down.
Lull has kind of come over the Berwyn Eagles Club here. A real shift in momentum.
Robert Anthony rolling back into the ring. Yeah, we did see that addendum into the rule book. AAW historically, no countouts, no disqualifications, but it was last year our senior official, Derek Martha, told Danny Daniels, told AAW management, we need to restore law, we need to restore order, we need to give the referees the respect they deserve. We saw it signed off by AAW management. Referees' discretion oversees all.
This isn't Major League Baseball where an umpire is blowing a strike call, you know what I mean? You can clearly see that one man is not getting into the ring. Obviously, they're going to give him some time to see if he can answer this call.
Oh, this counts at 9. And Tupu showing signs of life at the absolute last second, breaking the count of the official.
I don't know if our cameras caught this, but the entire left side of the Berwyn Eagles Club coming to their feet as Tupu leapt from that floor where he was slammed so viciously. As you see the sweat-drawn dollars on his back here. You hear Ego talking trash saying you should have quit, you should have stayed down, you should have gave up.
Oh, but if there's one thing I know about Solomon Tupu, it's winners win and quitters quit. And he ain't a quitter.
Yeah, real respect to the veteran there, tell him he's number one.
Oh, and Robert Anthony boots him in the jaw. And now onto the shoulders goes Tupu and Ego. Driver 74 hooks the leg because he respects him, and that's going to do it. And still.
Respect?